the forest floor as Elijah, a weathered explorer, treads along a narrow trail, backpack in tow. Elijah's seasoned face reflects years of exploration, each line telling a story of resilience and adventure. Birdsong fills the air, a symphony of nature's music, yet a subtle rustling hints at hidden movements nearby. The dense canopy filters the light, creating an ethereal glow that dances through the ancient trees. Elijah steps into a sun-dappled forest clearing, his eyes scanning the ancient trees. He pauses, unfolding a worn map, his brow furrowed in concentration as he orients himself. Taking a swig from his water bottle, Elijah absorbs the forest, a subtle shift in the atmosphere. The forest noises escalate, an unsettling symphony of rustling leaves and unseen movements. Along a forest trail, Liam, a young hiker with bright eyes, strains under the weight of an overloaded backpack. Sweat beads on his brow as he pauses, wiping it away with a nervous hand. A sense of unease washes over him as he glances around, a primal instinct tingling at the back of his neck. The forest watches back, silent and deep, as Liam pushes forward, unaware of what lurks just beyond the trees. Sunlight filters through the canopy as Elijah strides along the forest trail, his footsteps muffled by the earth. He spots Liam in the distance, a solitary figure amidst the trees. Elijah quickens his pace, his face lighting up with a warm, friendly smile. He approaches Liam, the sound of birdsong filling the air around them. "Morning. Beautiful day for a hike, isn't it?" Elijah greets him, his voice echoing through the serene forest. Along the forest trail, Liam's peaceful walk is shattered as Elijah suddenly appears. Liam jumps, startled by the sudden appearance. A wave of relief washes over Liam's face as he recognizes Elijah. Liam exclaims, his voice a mix of surprise and ease. "I might have bitten off more than I can chew with this pack," Liam admits. Elijah walks along a sun-dappled forest trail, engaged in light conversation. His eyes dart to the edge of the woods, a sudden flicker of alertness breaking his casual demeanor. A subtle movement betrays a hidden presence, a glimpse of tawny fur in the shadows. Elijah's voice drops, a quiet warning cutting through the tranquil forest sounds. "We might have company." Along the forest trail, Liam's frown deepens, a knot of confusion and unease tightening on his brow. Elijah subtly points, his intense gaze fixed on the dark, thick tree line, suggesting unseen danger hidden within. A primal shiver races down Liam's spine as he reluctantly follows Elijah's grim direction. Elijah's hushed warning pierces the silence. "Cougar, watching us." Deep in the forest, a cougar emerges, its eyes burning into Elijah and his companion. The cougar crouches low, muscles coiled, ready to unleash its deadly pounce. Elijah frantically grabs a thick branch from the forest floor, a desperate shield. Adrenaline surges as Elijah prepares to confront the wild beast, eyes wide. "Okay, stay calm," Elijah commands, his voice trembling slightly but firm. "We make ourselves look big," he adds, brandishing the branch to appear more imposing. Trail. Elijah raises his arms, a desperate shout tearing through the silent woods. Stick, a futile attempt to ward off the unseen danger lurking in the shadows. Liam hesitates, fear etched on his face, before mimicking Elijah's actions, his voice trembling. He remains unfazed, its unwavering gaze locked on them, a predator's stillness in its eyes. Trees. Elijah frantically gathers dry leaves, his movements urgent and precise. He piles the leaves into a small mound, a desperate beacon against the encroaching wilderness. With a flick of the lighter, a small smoky fire begins to blaze, casting flickering shadows. The cougar hesitates, its ears twitching, wary of the sudden appearance of flame and smoke. On the forest trail, two figures begin hurling rocks, their shouts echoing through the trees. The cougar recoils, its eyes burning with a menacing glow in the fading light. A chilling hiss pierces the air as the wildcat assesses its would-be attackers. Circling with predatory grace, it tests their courage, a silent dance of survival. Each movement is measured, a display of raw power against desperate defense. It holds its breath, awaiting the next move in this tense confrontation. Elijah is a burning branch, the flames casting wild shadows across his face. He wields the fire like a weapon, its fierce light cutting through the darkness. The cougar recoils from the sudden blaze, a frustrated snarl tearing from its throat. It hesitates, its eyes glowing with a mix of anger and caution as it retreats. The cougar's screech pierces the forest as it vanishes into the dense undergrowth, leaving Elijah and Liam frozen, hearts pounding. They stand motionless, the rustling leaves the only evidence of the predator's presence. Elijah's eyes dart around, scanning the shadows for any sign of the returning cougar. Liam's breath hitches as he grips his walking stick, knuckles white against the worn wood. A tense silence descends, broken only by the distant call of unseen birds and their ragged breathing. They remain still, wary of every snap of a twig, the forest holding its breath along with them. Elijah lowers the burning branch, its embers casting dancing shadows on the forest floor. A slight tremor runs through Elijah's hand as he stares at the charred remains. "Think that did it," Elijah says, his voice barely a whisper in the silent woods. Liam's face reflects awe and unease, responding, "That was intense." Deep in the forest, Elijah regards Liam, his expression a mask of gravity. "Best not to push our luck," Elijah warns, his voice echoing in the silent woods. "Elijah, let's head back to my camp. It's safer there." Liam visibly relaxes, relief washing over his features. Liam nods quickly, eager to leave the trail. The setting sun casts long, distorted shadows as Elijah and Liam hurry along the forest trail, their pace quickening with each step. They glance nervously at the surrounding trees, the memory of the cougar, a palpable tension hanging in the air. The forest, once welcoming, now feels eerily silent, amplifying their shared sense of vulnerability. Each rustle of leaves, each snap of a twig, heightens their apprehension as they press onward.